All right. Welcome back, everybody. I am the Breadly Assassin. This is the Breadly Assassin live stream. Okay. Good to see everyone rolling in so soon. As just lets me know that you guys and gals have the notification button lit. So congratulations on that. And we're gonna let a few more people hop in before we get into it. Briefly though, as you can see, my projected highs and lows for the day were 7.4 cents and 6.9 cents. And of course, as you can see, we just briefly dipped below the 6.9 cent mark, but had a substantial counter to that, as I'm sure there were a ton of buy orders set at the 6.9 cent mark. But either way, we'll get more into that in a minute. I just want to make sure that we get a few people in here, so we can get the information out to as many as people whenever we do start getting into that. I see someone already mentioned that they'd like the KuCoin referral code. I'm gonna go ahead and punch it in real quick, but I do have a it will continuously come up in the chat, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it real quick as soon as I log into chat. And there we go. So get that out of the way real quick. Okay. Also, let me reset the so much stuff every time we launch one of these streams. A lot of work, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me clear all that up, and we should be all set. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna answer a few, just discuss a little bit with you guys until we get a handful of people in here, and we'll start going over the latest Dogecoin news that I have, the latest VeChain news that I have, all that kind of stuff that we like to go over every day. But hello from Turkey, welcome Turkey. Mr. Stephen Toth, I punched in the little KuCoin code for you, and it will periodically pop up in chat for those of you that will, for the newcomers rolling into chat. Welcome back, Mike Senior. Mr. Callum Jones says VET doing amazing. Yes, I feel fantastic about that. Like I said, VeChain, Chainlink, and Doge are the three coins I primarily tout and that I am invested in. My favorite long-term coin in all of the crypto space is VeChain. I've been touting VeChain and recommending it for a couple weeks. So it's nice to see the substantial gains if anyone did take an investing interest in the coin. So thank you for bringing that up. Let's see. Mr. Stephen Todd, thank you so much. Held off for creating my account Telegram. Well, thank you, man. That's incredibly kind and thoughtful of you. I know the crypto space moves so fast. It's difficult to wait on anything. So thank you so much for that. That's incredibly thoughtful of you. Mike, welcome back. MJ Production, welcome back. Miss Stephanie Deaton, welcome back. She says, I'm hearing some negative news on Doge. We like positive, but we are completely open to negative as well, as we are completely transparent here on the Dogecoin channel as the Breadly Assassin live stream, as we try and get all the information we can so that we can make better decisions. Okay, we're up to about 35 or so people right now. I'll give it a few more minutes before I start touching on the headlines. And we can just cover some basic stuff right now. As you can see, we are hovering at the right around the 7 cent mark. And we'll pretty much a continual downward pattern for today until the buy order rush at 6.9 cents. Once it fell below 7 cents, I just have a feeling there were a lot of buy orders. Could be wrong. We could get some new news, but that's why we monitor Twitter. That's why we monitor everything we can get our hands on in the crypto space, and especially the Dogecoin movement, so that we know exactly, or at least why we think we get dips and spikes. Miss Stephanie Deaton said, just skeptics, I suppose, but Musk did an interview with Joe Rogan and only mentioned Bitcoin. Yeah, it's always nice when Mr. Elon Musk does throw some support, and you never really know sometimes when you're dealing with like sit down interviews or radio shows and that sort of thing. while it would have been fantastic for him to throw give us some support so we can at least have some positive news in that aspect. Sometimes those producers of those shows, sometimes they don't want certain things spoken about or whatnot, and will tell their guests in that way. I know Mr. Elon Musk probably isn't someone you could probably tell to suggest what he should and shouldn't be discussing, but sometimes you have to remember that in the media world, sometimes the powers that be have a little more control over that than we would like. And that's just my personal opinion. He could have just decided not to speak about it either. So okay, right. Yeah, exactly, Miss Stephanie Deaton. Who knows, really? Obviously, with the Tesla Corporation, he has to be Bitcoin positive. But as his own personal influence, obviously, he's a huge Dogecoin supporter. As just yesterday, he bought Dogecoin for his toddler son. So, and then he did tweet again today, and we're going to cover that. So, who knows, really? Mr. MJ Production says ADA was really good today. Question, is the Doge hype for this Saturday real? Should I sell ADA and buy Doge? I'm not familiar if there's anything projected going on Saturday per se. Here on the channel, we do like to just stress buy and hold, and we try not to get caught up in a daily or specific time buy-ins and that sort of stuff. So I'm not too familiar with what you're targeting, but ultimately we are normally in a buy and hold mode here. Okay, up to 50 people. I think that's a decent target where I can start covering some of the news that had come out over the last since I last streamed about Dogecoin and that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip on over to display capture and let everyone see what I'm talking about. As here, this is the Braille Assassin's Twitter, and basically try and just follow the information sources that would give me the latest news on Dogecoin and our cryptocurrency. And as you can see here, Mr. Elon Musk 10 hours ago says Frodo was the under Doge. All thought he would fail, himself most of all. And then he made it's a one coin to rule them all. And he does make the Doge reference. So I mean, as recent as 10 hours ago, Mr. Elon Musk is still showing support in some way for Dogecoin. So that's just something you guys might want to to take for the positive. Secondly, we're going to hop right on over to this article I found on businessinsider.com that was posted today at 12:24 p.m. So this is very, very recent, and it says Bitcoin jumps 7% after Elon Musk posts an image of a crypto themed ring and makes a vague reference to Dogecoin. So that's obviously in response to the tweet I just showed you guys. But if you go down to the points of note right here, it says Bitcoin spiked 7% on Thursday after Elon Musk's consistent tweets about the asset continued. It goes on to say the billionaire also made a reference to Dogecoin, the meme-based crypto that soared this year. And thirdly, in this annotation, it says announcement from MasterCard and Bank of New York Mellon. That's right, Mellon maybe. Also further boosted its price. So yeah, huge announcements in the world of crypto today and within the last 24 hours with the MasterCard and the large New York bank, drawing interest in looking into investing in some sort of way into the crypto space. So that's all positive news in my opinion. And then hopping on over to the next article we pulled up. Let's see if we have a timestamp on this. This was some point yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here we go. Well, I'll take it back. It was updated today at updated February 11th at 11:40 a.m. So that's just Central Standard Time. That's about 2 hours ago. So this is a very recent update, but it says Dogecoin's surging price. Hold on, I'll make sure you guys can read the title. Did I mess it up? Here we go. Okay. Dogecoin's surging price has resurrected its technical development. Now this is substantial. This is kind of what we've been hoping to see. It's not a direct admittance of, us hopes of like a cap or some coin burn off or something like that. But it does mean that the team is back and looking showing interest and doing things, based on its popularity and its price movement. Now it does says Dogecoin surging price has redirected its technical team. And it says, wow, after such price rise, Dogecoin's development have much coding to do. And then it comes back, and it's a pretty lengthy discussion and article. You guys might want to go read it. I don't want to read the whole thing to everybody. My voice is not that beautiful or entertaining, but it basically says that due to the activity and the soaring price and that sort of stuff, they need to take a look and work on the scalability and all that stuff of it. So the team is obviously back on it. It says right here, Dogecoin lead maintainer Ross Nickel, for example, has his last commitment to the open source project on GitHub came in October of 2019. But in the past 2 weeks, he's taken out a handful of new pull requests to make changes to Doge. So there's activity now on Doge, which is a good thing. Ultimately, we don't know yet exactly what they're planning on doing, with any kind of confirmation. But this is good news, and I suggest you guys go take a look at it. It's a little bit lengthy. But I'm going to hop back into the stream and the chat real quick before moving on to some other information. But that is some news that came out pretty recently regarding Dogecoin, Mr. Elon Musk, and the development team when it comes to Dogecoin. Okay, let's see. New York King says, I love Doge, but I need to start invested in other coins. I want Cardano, but it's almost $1. I'm missing out. Well, the crypto space is really moving fast the last couple of weeks. Whereas even myself, who was trying to eye coins and looking for good times to buy in, they've really exploded, and it's difficult to find dips anymore on some of these more popular coins that their market cap is just exploding. So yeah, it's the market's looking really strong right now. Mike says, Elon tweeted Frodo tweet at 7 a.m. UK time, just as I rolled out of bed, and the price went from 7 cents to 7.8 cents and then straight back to 7 cents. Has Elon's influence maxed out? I don't think so, my friend. I think what's happening is because we have a larger market cap now, the price it jumps and stuff like that don't seem as extreme. But I think that's just basically due to the fact that the market cap is so much bigger. Obviously when the coin was at 3 or 4 cents and Elon Musk would tweet and or purchase Dogecoin, let's say a $20 million or $30 million influx of buying would look like a higher spike and much more activity. But now at $9 million market cap, while you might still be seeing that influx, the same volume come into the market cap, is just not moving as much because there is just more total volume. That's kind of how I like to look at it. But obviously, if it's directly affecting the market that much when he's still tweeting, I think we're still I think we're still making the positive moves. Okay, Mr. Doc Beats, welcome back. Doge is looking really good. It's Elon's sneaky chess move. And Mr. Raf Bean, welcome back, my friend, says XRP will moon, buy now or cry later. Yes, we've touched at that here in the Bradley Assassin live stream quite a few times over the last couple of weeks. We all know that XRP has an amazing development team and is a fantastic project and was once, considered the coin of the future and the banker's coin and all that stuff. Unfortunately, with the SEC regulations and the problems that they were dealing with the SEC, it suppressed the coin substantially, and with the gray cloud over their head has just been a kind of a downer for the coin and the team in total. But as I said the last few days, I did take a little bit of time to read some comments from some attorneys that have overlooked the counter lawsuit XRP is bringing to hearings at the end of the month, and it seems very, very positive for XRP as a whole. So if they can get through the hearings unscathed, look for XRP to really show some positive movement in the market cap. And remember, like I like to say too, please keep in mind that in January of 2018, XRP all-time high was around $3.50, and I believe we're sitting a little over 50 cents right now. Let me take a look to verify. Yeah, so we're sitting at 52 cents right now. So if you want to use that as a guide or a measuring stick of sorts, to give you an idea of what that coin can possibly reach, you can take it for what it's worth as 50 cents. It definitely seems like a strong buy. Mr. Ryan Dugas, welcome back, says weekend look great. Do you think Doge will pop to 10 cents into the weekend? Well, like I said, the last 2 days, you know, with a little bit of a downtrend today, and you know, us after that big sell-off yesterday, it really knocked our floor down to around 7 cents or so. But I would be very pleased to see Dogecoin approach the 10 cent mark at any time in February. So that's where I stand on that. If it does approach it for the weekend, then of course we'll welcome it with open arms. But my conservative and outlook is to approach 10 cents at some point this month. New York King says, what's XRP price? I want more diversity. XRP is currently sitting at 52 cents, my friend. Welcome back, Copper and Silver Stacker. I recognize you, my friend. And Stephen ALG, Doge will take time, people. It won't run up every time he says something. Right. You know, we can't, you know, while the support from the media and the celebrities and the influencers and all that stuff is, you know, what's made Dogecoin so popular and whatnot, and giving it so much strength. You're not going to get rich overnight. You know, it's just, you have to build a market cap. You know, unless someone comes along and drops $50 billion into it. Coins take time, you know, because for every buy order there's a sell order, and for every sell order there's a buy order. So it's a constant battle until there's just that much more market cap. Michael W says, afternoon, man. I have all my Doge in Robinhood. Should I leave it there or cash out and buy it somewhere else? You know, I don't use Robinhood. I try not to comment on it too much. I know a lot of people have been having some problems, and it's affected people negatively as of late. I'm not even completely sure you can move your coin off of there. I'm not sure how that works with Robinhood. You might want to either get some comments from the chat, our amazing community here that's very knowledgeable, or perhaps just do a little bit of research on that, because I would hate to mislead anyone when it comes to that. And let me review my news sources again, see if we're getting any kind of... I always like to look for breaking news as I am when I am live, and try and get everyone as much information as I can right off jump. But everything seems to be stabilizing for the day. Let me refresh these guys over here. Okay. All right, and we are approaching that 7 cent mark again, and we'd love to be able to stabilize there again today after the downward trend through most of the day. Cato says, just bought 4,500 VeChain, feeling good. Congratulations, my friend. As everyone that watches the Breadless Assassin live stream knows, VeChain is my favorite long-term cryptocurrency, and I feel fantastic about it. And in those that have been watching me for the last 2 weeks, we have achieved, I mean, probably 20 to 30% gains since we've been discussing it. So VeChain looking very strong. Proflix Gaming asking if anyone has any Elon Kanye Clubhouse interview. Yeah, that's not something I had access to. I'm not sure if any of our community was able to listen in on that. It would be nice to know if he mentioned Dogecoin or the cryptocurrency in general. So if anybody was able and privileged enough to get in on that, we'd like to know. New York King asking what platform do I use? Well, if you watch the Breadless Assassin live stream here, and if you don't, or if you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can know when I go live and catch all the information that we give here in the channel. But 2 days ago, the huge announcement that the exchange KuCoin announced that they are now actively trading in Dogecoin. It was a little bit overlooked by the big sell-off 2 days ago from some whales, it looked like, but it was a major announcement, as it gives the entire world another option and another exchange to buy, sell, and trade Dogecoin. So if you would like to use KuCoin, I have a KuCoin referral code that should be coming up in the chat pretty soon, and if not, I will go ahead and send it now. and I'm losing my web browsers. Got some craziness going on. Yeah, so if those of you out there are interested in using KuCoin, that is a referral code for you. Make sure my chat bot's on. I can't figure out what's going on. Bot on. Should be working. I just haven't seen anything yet. Okay, let's see. Back to the lecture at hand. Unfadable. Jit Panda says, "How come you look like Freddie Roach, Manny Pacquiao trainer?" Maybe I got hands. Maybe I got hands. Kato says KuCoin is good, but Binance is still the MVP. Yes, of course. If I could use Binance, I would be. I am in the United States, so I cannot use Binance, and I'm in a regulated state in the US where I cannot use Binance.us either. So yeah, I had to find another outlet for me, and KuCoin, with the recent addition of Dogecoin, is a perfect outlet for a lot of people in the US. Welcome back, Mr. Stephen Johns. Okay, let's see. You wanna, Mr. Blitz? What potential do you think VeChain has? Well, for those that follow the channel, know I think incredibly highly of VeChain. In fact, it's my #1 long-term coin and my favorite project in all of cryptocurrency. I'd like to see VeChain approach 25 cents this year, and I think it can reach $1 at some point in the midterm, and who knows long term, because that project has so many real world applications and so many partnerships. It's just looking amazing. I try and stay conservative as I'm a realist when it comes to crypto, but that coin in particular seems like sky's the limit. So there's really no telling what's going to happen on the top end of it. But at some point this year, I think the coin can approach $0.25. Mr. Livewire INT, did anyone tell you look like Leonard from Big Bang Theory? No, I've never heard that. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Pulse Entertainment Fresno Stripper says, I'm sure you already answered this, but should we be in panic mode? Absolutely not. That's not what we want to achieve in here. You know, it is difficult to buy and hold and hold steady whenever you see so many ups and downs, and then you have kind of down days like this. But we are recovering nicely right now, back at the 7-cent mark. Of course, there seems to be more activity in the crypto space throughout the weekend, as after the market closes, you know, a lot of your stock people turn their attention to cryptos because the stock market closes trading throughout the weekend, and you see some activity in crypto. So the midweek and beginning of the week, you know, it's a little stale, and it's easy to lose attention and drift a little bit. But holding steady is definitely the secret to success in crypto. Mr. VTech Pickles, VeChain gang. You know, I know this is a Doge channel, kind of. You know, we focus a lot on Doge because it's popular. It's got the notoriety. The media has taken hold of it, and it's a worldwide situation right now with Dogecoin. Very positive movement. But please do not dismiss the fact that I love VeChain and I love Chainlink. I own all three. I'm not seeing any of my my chat bot. I don't know. Let me turn this on and off. I did reconnect my account today. I hope I didn't mess anything up. Maybe I did. Let's see here. Mr. Afro Beats, he asked Elon tweeted again. Yeah, let me show you what happened earlier for those that missed out on the beginning of the stream, and I will refresh here. This is Mr. Elon Musk's tweet from 10 hours ago. He says Frodo was the under Doge. All thought he would fail, himself most of all, and he says one coin to rule them all. So that was a little another little shout out and show some support for Dogecoin, and that happened earlier today, but it did happen today. And then we also touched on this article that came out just about an hour and a half ago. Says Bitcoin jumped 7% after Elon Musk posts an image of crypto themed ring and makes a vague reference to Dogecoin. And the other news we brought to the table today was this article at CoinDesk that says Dogecoin's surging price has resurrected its technical development, which is huge. We were kind of looking for this and hoping to get something out of that. And it's a pretty lengthy article. It was updated today, just a couple hours ago. I suggest you guys go take a look at it at CoinDesk. But it basically says that after the team being kind of inactive for a couple years, that they are now, at least the lead maintainer is now back in action, working on some scalability issues and things like that to get the coin more updated. Does that mean that they are going to potentially be capping it or working on some coin burn off? So we don't know. We have no idea yet. No kind of confirmation that. I'm not trying to start any rumors, but they did make an announcement that they are officially back in action. And after the dip, when we hit the 6.9 mark, it seems we had a lot of buy orders. That's why I'm assuming we had the massive return after the dip, and we're trying to stabilize again at 7 cents. So hopefully we can finish out the day around 7 cents. That would be a good mark. Mr. I love marijuana asks, what do I think about Cardano? I think very highly of Cardano. I actually own some Cardano. I'd like to buy more, but it's getting difficult right now with the just, there's no more dips. It's just up and up and up and up. So another coin I feel incredibly strong about. The consensus is through all the experts and other people in the Cardano world that it's just the sky's the limit, and it looks like a fantastic purchase. Can't go wrong with the Cardano, it looks like. Some people asking about Dogecoin reaching $1. We touch on that often here in the Bradley Assassin live stream. While it's possible, it's just improbable, as you would need a $128 billion market cap. We're currently sitting just under $9 billion, so you can take that for what it's worth. But I'm hoping to achieve 10 cents in February. It'd be amazing to see 25 cents at some point this year. And I think long term, we can, if everything goes perfectly, we may see a 40-cent coin. Nuclear Ape asking, what do I think of Matic coin? I really don't have an opinion, my friend. I'm not too familiar with it. Apurva Alok says, should I wait VeChain to dip a bit, or should I invest straight away for long term? Well, if you're investing for long term, then buying in now probably won't be when you look back on it, is what I'm saying. You won't be stressing over a half a penny, is what I'm saying. of course, I'm always, I have to say, I'm always trying to find the best opportunity to buy in whenever I do invest in my coins, because I don't day trade. Usually when I buy a coin, I plan on holding it. So in my opinion, 4 cents or so, whatever we're at with VeChain right now, I'm thinking in a year or 2 years time, we're gonna wish we had an opportunity to buy in at the price we are at now. Okay, what I'm gonna do is take this time for the very first time today in the live stream is hop on over to oh, there's my things finally popping up. I don't know why they were so delayed. I'm gonna hop on over and we're gonna go over coin market cap as we do every day here on the Braille Assassin live stream. So we're gonna go to display capture and hop right on into coin market cap, which we do every day here on the Braille Assassin live stream. And don't forget, if you are enjoying the knowledge we are sharing and the discussion we are having, or at the very least are entertained, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as that is the only way we get the channel to grow. And so here we are at the today's overview, first review of coin market cap. As you can see, the total amount of money in the entire crypto space is $1.4 trillion, and that is substantially up from the weekend. Mainly due to the release of information about the Tesla purchase Bitcoin earlier in the week, and then other information that has been breaking. But as you can see, the number one coin in coin market cap is Bitcoin at $891 billion, and number two is Ethereum at $205 billion. Number three, Tether, the dollar coin, at $30 billion, and right on its heels, ladies and gentlemen, the incredible bullish run of Cardano is up to 95 cents, and as you can see, up 125% in the last 7 days. What does that mean? That means if you put 10 grand in it 7 days ago, you would have gotten $12,500 back at this point. So yeah, now it doesn't always work that way for everyone. The world isn't that perfect, but Cardano is looking very bullish right now. We got XRP at about 52 cents. We have Polkadot at $24.79. We have Binance Coin at $121. We have Litecoin at $188, and we have the previously mentioned Chainlink, my number two favorite long-term investment in the crypto space, sitting at $27.67, up 15.6% for the last 7 days. Rounding out the top 10 is Stellar Lumens. Stellar Lumens has taken over the number 10 spot at a $10.3 billion market cap. And some other coins of note are Bitcoin Cash at $523, the incredibly ever popular Dogecoin sitting at 7 cents, Uniswap at 21 bucks. Tron, who has been making just amazing strides, ladies and gentlemen. Tron up 50% in the last 7 days. Every time I look at Tron, it's on the up and up. We have Theta at $297, Synthetics at $25.87, and the beautiful, the gorgeous, the long-term diamond in the rough, VeChain at 4.1 cents, up 48% the last 7 days. And we have been touting VeChain for at least 2 weeks. So if you at least take our advice, and remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an expert, but if you have been listening, you can see that we are sitting at a beautiful 48% increase just in the last 7 days. And that was the coin market cap that we do here every day on the Braille Assassin live stream. Okay, let's see. I catch up on some chat. And you can see, for those of you that haven't been in the stream for a few days, we can see I spent a lot of time cleaning up the stream and the layout. I'm going to, at the bottom, you can see my daily projection highs and lows. I was getting that asked. That was one of the most common questions I was asked. So now I leave them up for the entirety of the stream, and I do not alter them. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if I'm right, I'm right. That way we have my predictions for the day. And as you can see, when people do decide to be generous and send us some super chats, we'll have the top super chatter for the day, and then we will have a ticker running the top 5 super chatters. That way my incredibly generous and knowledgeable community can get some notoriety whenever they do so choose to super chat. Mr. Samuel Hostetler asking, are you related to Jeff Hostetler? Asking, where can I buy VeChain? I'm in the USA. I'll tell you what, you can buy, sell, and trade VeChain on KuCoin, and if you're in the United States, among I'm not familiar with many other sources. The community, the chat might be able to answer that as a whole, but I personally use KuCoin. If you're interested in signing up with KuCoin, I can go ahead and send you a referral link. That way you can help me out if you do so choose, and help yourself in the process. You might want to take a look at KuCoin, as they have tons of coins, and is an incredible, very thorough exchange where I really enjoy using KuCoin. And I'm not affiliated with them in any way. It's just in the US and in a regulated state in the US, I cannot use Binance. I cannot use Binance.us, but KuCoin is where I go to buy, sell, and trade my VeChain. Gene Tempos asking, have I investigated Pi Network, still in beta version, only on referral basis? I've looked into it. I've obviously not invested or anything of the sort like that. That's the Stanford project, right? If I'm not mistaken. I've looked into it. I probably need to look into it a little bit more. I'm hearing positive things. Seems like to be very popular, and something that we should be discussing a little bit more here. So I do need to take some time and look into it. Mr. Tri Duong asking, what are the odds that Dogecoin goes to 65 cents? Or do you mean, or 6.5 cents? 0. Oh, you mean that it drops that low? It's very possible. As you can see today, we touched, let's see, what did we get down to? We touched a 6.8 cent mark today. So yes, it's entirely possible. I mean, in this market, the coin could drop substantially, or the coin could rise greatly. Look, the crypto space is very volatile, and this is probably the most volatile coin right now due to its sheer popularity and all eyes on it, and its a small market cap. So it can definitely drop to 6.5 cents. But we seem to be making a new 7 cent floor right now, so we're hoping to kind of stabilize at that mark, at least for the time being. Mr. Rainsy says he's been mining Pi for like 2 years on and off. And Cato comes back with is it true that VeChain has made some contracts with Walmart, Amazon, and other companies? There's a let me pull this up so I don't misspeak. They currently do they currently are a partnership with Walmart China, as they do their supply chain blockchain stuff out there. And while it is Walmart, the corporations are led by two different it's two different regions. So they haven't adopted into the US market yet. Obviously, if they did, all you would hear about is VeChain. But we try and get into all this before it blows up. But yeah, their partnerships are amazing. Let me pull up the VeChain partnership so you guys can see why we're so bullish on VeChain. There are sites that list them all. There's so many. I'm trying to find. There was a little chart that showed it. So I don't. Let me see something. Yeah. Okay. Look, this is a good little chart right here. I'd like to show this to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to make it more appealing to the eye, because I could go through a list, but the lists it's just so convoluted because there's so many partnerships. But I'm gonna pop into my display capture once more, ladies and gentlemen, and show you guys what I'm talking about. This is just a little graphic they have just to kind of give you an idea of the VeChain partnerships and stuff like that. Of course, there's many more, but it's just like I said, there's so many partnerships, and the company is so amazing. It's just a little overwhelming. But as you can see, this chart's pretty nice here. They break it down. They have logistics, their partnership with DHL, the worldwide shipping company. And if you move over, like a lot of these companies I'm not familiar with, as they are China and Asian, but as you can see in fashion, they're partnered with Reeboks, Louis Vuitton, and you got Walmart China here, you got DIG, you got I mean, just tons of stuff. We got Yida, we got let's see, again, Dartmouth in research, Michigan State, and then in tech partners, they're just all over the place. AWS, and then the carbon asset, there's BMW, Renault, Haier. Yeah, so you guys can see that, and this is just one little chart. There's hundreds of, I think they have over 400 partnerships right now. Briar Capital, I mean, it's just crazy, and it grows every day. But just to give you guys an idea, like if the Walmart thing, and see from the research I've done, they've shown that the VeChain blockchain and their system is actually saving Walmart China money. It's faster, it's more effective, it's easier to use and everything. And you know, ultimately we would think that if the corporations would get together and discuss and figure out what's best for the future of Walmart in general, we would think that there's a chance that VeChain can get its claws into the US market, or at least other countries. And if that's the case, sky's the limit. I mean, straight up, sky's the limit. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Thursdays seem to be the little bit slower day when it comes to the Breadly Assassin live stream. So anything you guys would be willing to do when it comes to like, sub, and sharing, I really greatly appreciate. We spend a lot of time getting these streams semi-pro looking, so that and gathering information so that we have a confirmed new late breaking information for everyone, so that we can use that information to make better and more educated decisions when it comes to investing. Cato is saying, so there's a good chance if it gets to the US market, it will reach $10. You know, speculating is super difficult when it comes to like a dollar amount, but truth be told, this is what you have to look at when attempting to project a coin like VeChain, in my personal opinion. Okay, so VeChain, watch, let me go take a quick look so I don't misspeak. VeChain is currently sitting at $2.7 billion market cap, okay, and they have a 64 billion coin circulating supply. So for VeChain to get to $1, they would have to have a $64 billion market cap. Now that's large. That really is. I mean, that would put the coin into third place. But you have to remember, you know, it is a 4-cent coin right now. So reaching $1 at any time in the next 2 to 3 years is just incredible. But please remember, the supply chain industry. And you know, I'm not talking blockchain, I'm not talking cryptocurrency, but the physical supply chain industry, you know, from shipping products and everything, is just under $70 trillion. Okay. Now, you know, you have to, assuming that not all companies in the entire world are going to be moving to blockchain, but let's just say, you know, half of them do. Well, that's $30 trillion. Okay, that's now available up for grabs in the blockchain and crypto market. And yes, VeChain is not the only supply chain blockchain project out there, but it is the best one. So let's just say they get half of that. Okay, now we're down to $15 trillion still. And then of course, you know, we're taking fractions of what's available out there, and you know, it's gonna take quite a few years for adoption and whatnot. But I mean, if you keep breaking it down and keep breaking it down and keep breaking it down, let's just say you end up with $1 trillion that's still up for grabs by the time it gets to VeChain and the blockchain and that sort of thing. Well, I mean, does, you know, you would think that we can somehow find a way to get $60 billion of that, don't you? So a dollar I can definitely see in the you know, midterm to long term. $10 would be substantial. But it is possible because there is that amount of money in the supply chain industry that you know, VeChain and blockchain projects in the supply chain field are hoping to get a chunk of. Pale Moon saying, realistically, how far do you think Cardano can go in terms of per price? I'm not an expert, but I do watch hundreds of hours in you know, experts commenting on the coin and suggesting the coin and speculating the coin. You know, just 2 weeks ago, we were hoping to see $1 at some point this year. Well, last I checked on CoinMarketCap, we're sitting at 95 cents. So a lot of experts are projecting a $2 to $3 coin at some point this year, and that seems to be the consensus. And you know, some of you more hopefuls are predicting a $5 coin, but in truth, $2 to $3 coin seems within reach for a ADA Cardano. Mr. OG1508, have you heard about VeChain being in some legal trouble? Friend told me Binance is banning VeChain traders. I have not heard that at all, my friend. Let's see. Don't forget to like and subscribe here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. And if you enjoy what we're doing and want to try and catch our live streams when they do come live and our broadcast, why don't you hit that little bell notification button so you can know right when we come on. We try and stream every day. Of course, the middle of the week is a little bit down numbers wise, but we're still here. We're still sharing the information. We're still discussing Dogecoin. We're still discussing a few other cryptos in the space that we have some knowledge about, and hopefully that is at least entertaining for everyone. I'm being asked from Mr. Andre, maybe. Are you a full-time trader? No, I am not. I own a company with a couple businesses here in South Louisiana. I have a family. I'm very busy. I work nights. I work days. I just try and get these streams in for everyone so we can support the Dogecoin movement and make better decisions whenever I can. Recently, I've been streaming every day. And then we have also, what is the shortcut or VeChain and where can I buy it? The ticker for VeChain is VET. I'm gonna go ahead and type that in so you guys can see that the ticker is VET, like this. And we got Mr. Jason Dixon. Welcome back, my friend, a frequent visitor here at the Bradley Assassin live stream, and a frequent super chatter with the $2 super chat. Says bought 5 bits at 43 each. Feels good. Congratulations, sir, on the purchase.
Bought 5 bits at 43 each. Feels good.
Whatever coins do I have on the watch list from Mr. Rezi Kawavashi? Well, I could tell you the coins I'm personally invested in. I personally own Bitcoin. I personally own Ethereum. But my biggest investments and the most coin I have are in VeChain and Chainlink, and I of course do own Dogecoin, and I own ADA. And we got Lafayette, Louisiana in the house, ladies and gentlemen. That is my neighbor, as I am in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. Welcome to the Bradley Assassin live stream. Okay. Nope, not me says I still need to listen to the 3 hour Joe Rogan podcast with Elon. Yeah, there's a, if anyone wants to share information from those interviews, we'd really appreciate it. Welcome back, Buck. Mr. Saksham asked, what coin were you talking about 95 cents? That would be Cardano, my friend. ADA. The ticker is ADA, Cardano. That coin was projected at some point to approach $1, but in the last few days, it's really exploded, approaching 95 cents already. So a lot of the experts are, the consensus seems to be that it may approach a $2 to $3 coin at some point this year. Let's see. Not a holder of XRP anymore, Bradley. Oh yes, I do have XRP too. Thank you, LS More 1337. I completely forgot about my XRP. I'll tell you why I forgot about my XRP, because I had made some moves. I think I bought in the XRP 2 Saturdays ago or whatever it was at 35 and 37 cents, and then we had the massive spike that crashed directly after that. And while I was still in the profits, it wasn't enough for me to move around and whatnot. So I just parked the coin and I said I'll look back at it later. And honestly, I often forget that I own XRP, but I'm holding and looking and anticipating the hearings at the end of the month in hopes that they can get through the SEC hearings unscathed. And then at that point, if we do get positive news, I think we'll all be pleased, for those of us that are currently holding XRP. Thank you for reminding me. Completely forgot. I'm invested in quite a few coins, and then when I speak on Doge all day here on the Bradley Assassin live stream, and of late so much VeChain information, it slips my mind. Mr. Rez said, what's my prediction on Chainlink? I know your opinion about other coins. Yes. Chainlink, according to most experts that I watch and a lot of the information I've gotten and stuff like that, Chainlink is, they say it should have no problems approaching a $75 coin at the height of alt season this year, or at some point this year. It's approaching the $30 mark now, whereas it had dropped briefly down to $17 about 3 weeks ago or so, and it's just been on another upward trend, just as VeChain has. So yeah, I'm conservatively, I'm looking for it to be a $50 coin at some point this year, but the experts saying it should be much more. Mr. Mark Morici says, Doge seems like it's on a continual downfall today. What do you think the odds of an upward spike again within the next week? Yeah, it's definitely had a downward trend today with a little recovery at about the 6.9 cent mark. My assumption is that there were a ton of orders waiting to purchase when it fell below the 7 cent mark. But yeah, that's what we always hope for. We always look for the upward trend, and every time there's a significant dip, you're going to have a lot of people buying back in. So if we can close out and stabilize at the 7 cent mark heading into the weekend, I'm expecting to see some positive action over the weekend, as most of your market traders that can no longer trade the market as it closes on Friday afternoons, shift their attention to crypto, as crypto trades 24/7. And Jason Dixon with the $2 super chat. Once again, my friend, I'm the same with Doge. I just ignore that I have it. Right, that's how I feel about Doge now as well. I paid off my initial investment, and now I just hold Doge. And while I do monitor the market so that I can give advice and speculation here in the Bradley Assassin live stream,
I am the same with Doge. I just ignore that I have it.
I plan on just holding, and like I like to say, we run the 5-minute chart here, so it can look pretty dramatic. But if you go back to like a 1 day, or you go back to like the daily chart or even the 4-hour chart, you can see that the past 7 days there's substantial positivity in Dogecoin. So sometimes you have to just take a step back and realize that it is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, Wayne says, but I had a dream of this VeChain. I've only heard of Chainlink, not VeChain. Kind of weird. If you watch the Bradley Assassin live stream, I probably embedded VeChain into your head subconsciously. And you had no choice but to dream of it. As I often dream of VeChain. And we're touching the let's see, is my ticker updating? Hold on a second. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, everything looks straight. Everything looks straight. Mr. Mundoin says, "I'm new to your channel and new to all crypto. I have a question in regards to storing crypto in your electronic wallet. I mean, like altcoins." Well, I mean, if you mean like in a cold wallet, like cold storage, where your coins are not stored on an exchange, I personally use Ledger, a Ledger wallet. It's a cold storage off of the internet and off of exchanges. There are others out there. If you simply research cold storage wallets, you'll have a plethora of options that you can choose from. Arthur B saying, will ADA reach $1 today? If you'd asked me that a week ago, I'd have said you're kind of crazy, but we are officially up to almost 96 cents. So in all honesty, the dollar mark is going to have, I would assume, is going to have a substantial amount of resistance, as the dollar mark in any coin or any round number like that wants to fight, as there are going to be a ton of sell orders. So if we don't close, if we don't go in the next 2 hours, if we don't break the dollar mark, I would say we will probably hover just below it. But with the way it has been moving, I could be totally wrong. I just fully expect to see some resistance at the $1 mark. Wayne says, yes, someone is uploading stuff into my brain. Well, that's the Bradley Assassin Matrix for you, Mr. Anderson. Welcome, Chris Pollard. Thoughts on ETC? I do not have an opinion on it, my friend. I do take a lot of pride in having crypto knowledge across the board, but I focus mainly on the coins I'm invested in, as well as Dogecoin, which I am invested in. And keep in mind, there are thousands of cryptocurrencies out there, and when some do slip through the cracks, and I can't. I try and stay knowledgeable, and when people do suggest a coin, I do try and take a look at it when I'm not streaming. But that one I cannot comment on, my friend. Mr. or Miss IB Getting Lucrative says, someone explain how to do donations. I have never donated to a YouTuber before, but I gotta support my fellow Louisianan. Well, thank you for the sentiment and the kind words. If you choose to donate, you can if you want to donate in Doge, you can scan the QR code you see there on the screen, and it will bring up my Dogecoin wallet address that is for deposits. Or if you choose to do a super chat, you can do a super chat, which will directly send the funds to the YouTube account. Or if you choose to use my donation link in chat, we have that as well. I can go ahead and pull it up. Now, truth be told, I've never officially received a donation through the donation link that I have set up. So it would be nice to know if that's working properly. It's just I've never had one. Let me go ahead and paste it and send it. If I set it up right, which I'm hoping I did, it should send you to a page that gives you the option to donate however you choose via PayPal and whatever. But like I said, I've never had someone attempt it, so I think it's set up right, but I'm just not 100% certain. But thank you for the thought. Appreciate it. Mr. Francis Lee says, overall stock market is down. Don't panic sell. When things go back shortly, we will see the biggest spike on Doge. Well, we certainly hope so, and we try and stay positive here at the Bradley Assassin live stream, especially when it comes to Dogecoin, as it's a volatile coin. You see a lot of ups and downs, but ultimately we think in the long run, we will come out ahead. Am I familiar with OXT? Not intimately, not to where I can suggest or discuss it, my friend. But I do see the coin up there when I'm scrolling all the other coins. It's one of those coins that I notice. Man, trying to find time to break it down and speculate on it is tough. I'd be getting lucrative. I'll try it now. Wow, thank you. I needed a guinea pig. I wasn't sure if I set it up right. It's pretty detailed, but you know, I really appreciate the thought and the sentiment. Don't feel obligated in any way. It's just some people were asking the other day, and I spent a couple of days attempting to get it right. And like I said, I'm not certain that it's working properly, but we'll see. I guess we'll see soon enough. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we ultimately get the channel to grow. And Mr. Ian Ninja Defender with the $3 super chat. What are your thoughts on market capping Dogecoin? Obviously, that would be probably the best news we can get right now, in all honesty, except for some, you know, gigantic market cap influx of money. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. I did mention earlier that there was an announcement made that the development team is back in action on the coin. It was briefly said and assumed that it was for scalability issues or you know, preparations, but who knows? I mean, with the influx of funds into the coin,
thoughts on market capping Dogecoin
and the sheer popularity of it, they do have some development team back in the works, and we just in a wait and see mode to see exactly what they plan on doing. And what's this? Oh, it must have worked because that's the first time I see that. First time I see that, Mr. IB getting lucrative with the $20 donation, ladies and gentlemen. Incredibly generous. Thank you, IB getting lucrative. And yes, it worked. I had spent so much time on those animations and everything for everybody, but I never knew if it worked. You are officially the very first user of the donation link for the Breadless Assassin live stream. So thank you. I'd be getting lucrative, incredibly generous, and it's very reassuring to know that the link and the animations are working right. I feel so much better. Thank you. Incredibly generous. In fact, I didn't even have a donator ticker set up because I had never gotten one. So now I officially need to go make one. So thank you for that. Was it difficult to use? I hope not. It seemed like it was pretty straightforward, but I hope it wasn't difficult to use. Thank you so much. Incredibly generous. That is super cool. Doc Beats is asking, has anyone used a Ledger Nano S? The Ledger Nano S is a cold storage wallet for cryptocurrency, ladies and gentlemen. If you like to Google Nano Ledger, you can get some information on that if you would like or interested in storing your coins off of an exchange or off of a web browse based wallet. Let's see. Mr. Elon, do you think Doge is going back up? Yes, we generally feel Doge is going to continue to climb. Obviously, you're going to have many peaks and valleys throughout the day, especially in the 5-minute chart, as the nature of the beast. You have the volatile cryptocurrency market and the super volatile Dogecoin. So that's just the bumps in the roads that we will deal with. But ultimately, for the long term, we're fully expecting Dogecoin to go up in value. A lot of people have said capping Doge could kill the coin. Is that true? I don't see why that would be a negative. I'm completely open to opinions and suggestions and discussion on that topic, but it seems like it would be more of a positive thing than a negative thing. I be getting lucrative says no problem. I gotta get one of them shirts. Thanks, man. Yeah, I forgot to mention that today. Thank you for reminding me. We officially received the Bradley Assassin merchandise. As you can see here, we have t-shirts ready to go. The Bradley Assassin t-shirts. As I said, I was going to take some time this week to finish setting up the merchandise links, and perhaps the goal is to start doing giveaways here on the live stream, whether it be Dogecoin giveaways and or merchandise. But I just need to set it up, as I've been slammed, busy doing these things in between work. I am in South Louisiana, and I am in king cake season, and I do own 2 bakeries in South Louisiana. So I'm working more than I normally do, even though I've pretty much work all the time. So but that season ends next week, so hopefully I'll find some time in the next week or so to iron out those details so that we can start getting merchandise out to everybody. So thank you for the donation once more, and thank you for the reminder. Mr. Razvan asks, what about Ethereum? Is it worth buying? Yes, of course. Bitcoin and Ethereum are your 2 most stable coins, and the most notoriety, the most adoption, and you really can't go wrong with those long term. And I be getting lucrative with the $5 super chat. Incredibly generous, ladies and gentlemen. Says I did it through super chat, not the link. For your information, I'm in the market for a Bradley Assassin. Okay, well, thank you again. That I did it through the super chat. Now, I got you. Okay, understand. Well, either way, incredibly generous today, Mr. I be getting lucrative, officially dominating the super chat, the super chat donation. So thank you, sir. Makes my job a little bit easier here, running these Bradley Assassin live streams when I see so much support from the community. So I'll keep you in mind. Like I said, even though once I get the merchandise out, we're typically going to try and do giveaways. I will have them for sale and all that stuff. But I usually make a point. In fact, I'm going to physically write you down, my friend, for the generosity of certain members. Again, it's not expected from anyone. Feel no obligation. But I definitely want to make note of your generosity. Definitely gonna make note of that. So thank you, sir, for your generosity today. If I stop knocking my mic, maybe we could continue. Cato says UBS is starting to look into cryptocurrency. The more the merrier. The bigger the bigger the market cap, the more volume into Bitcoin, the more it ultimately helps all of coins. So the more the merrier. I'm getting asked, so would you say this year is mainstream adoption year, where future crypto landscape will shape clearer? Well, we've seen substantial strides so far this year. Obviously, as once the announcement was made that Tesla was using some of their capital to invest into Bitcoin, I said that day here on the Bradley Assassin live stream that's monumental news, because aside from the money just coming into Bitcoin, and from what I understand, a lot of automakers don't like Elon Musk because he goes against the grain and kind of just does what he wants. But that puts a lot of pressure on automakers, auto corporations as a whole, as nobody in an industry as competitive as the auto industry wants to be number 2, and certainly doesn't want to leave other corporations such as Tesla with options for their customers that they don't have. So I said, and I'm sticking to my guns, that I fully expect in the next 3 to 6 months a second major auto corporation to start announcing the adoption and acceptance of Bitcoin. So yes, I think we're definitely on the way. This year, there is obviously going to be more adoption than any of the previous years, because that's just the scale that we're moving on. That's the direction we're going, and it's exploding. And you guys are basically on the ground floor. And congratulations for looking and getting invested into the crypto market this early. Welcome back, Aaron Marsh. Miss Stephanie Deaton says making bread one way or another. Well, growing up, see, I for those that aren't familiar with my lifestyle and what I do, I own a couple bakeries in South Louisiana, and my company was established in 1888 and has been a father-son company for over 130 years. So obviously I've been in the bread business my whole life, and growing up, I used to have friends tease me about that, and I used to like to say, I make a lot of bread but not much money. And I guess it's one of these tongue-in-cheek jokes, kind of, you have to be there, but I don't know, it's kind of my claim to fame. Mr. Hoy Hoy says, when Elon invested in Bitcoin, all of the other coins went up also. Right now, all the coins are just bending down a bit after the pump, including, when you have an influx of money into the market like that, you're gonna retrace. You're gonna have to, come off it a little bit. But ultimately, the more money in Bitcoin, it directly affects all other coins, as the value of coins are basically Satoshi based, which are converted, into US denomination. But yeah, that's just something for those that are new to the space. We'll take a little bit of time to fully grasp the whole Satoshi situation. but yeah, just for the time being and for argument's sake, Bitcoin as a whole definitely helps all other coins. Former Wagey says, when is Doge going to $14.88? That's pretty specific. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we probably will never reach that. I feel pretty confident with that. That's not negative either. That's just being real, as that's a tremendous amount of money. Backpack Jacks says, a lot of people are saying that Dogecoin cannot surpass $10 to $100, as the market cap will be huge, bigger than Bitcoin. Is this true? Yeah, I don't think there's any possible way in all actuality that Dogecoin can approach $10. After all, for it to become $1, it would need a $128 billion market cap, which is a little bit less than Ethereum right now, and that just doesn't seem possible. But it is possible. It's just improbable. I'm looking at more of a 40-cent coin in the next year or so. And Mr. Ian, a Ninja Defender, with a $10 super chat. So when Elon Musk bought Dogecoin for his child to be a toddler hodler, he turned around and bought Bitcoin using Tesla. Do you think it's a message that Doge is the future, but current is Bitcoin? I'm gonna let the woman speak real quick.
So when Elon Musk bought Dogecoin for his child to be a HODL, then turned around and bought
Well,
Bitcoin
please keep in mind that
do you think it's a message that Doge is the future, but the current is Bitcoin?
Yeah, please keep in mind that the Tesla purchase of Bitcoin was a corporate decision, while Elon Musk obviously is, his involvement with Tesla we all are aware of, but that was a corporate decision. But the purchase of the Dogecoin and the support he shows for Dogecoin is, with his, I'm assuming is with his personal money and stuff like that. So Tesla supporting Bitcoin is the right move from a corporate standpoint, as you need a much more stable coin than like a Dogecoin in that aspect to be able to do something like that. But yeah, please remember that the Bitcoin purchase was a Tesla corporation decision, whereas the smaller purchases and the purchase of Dogecoin for his son obviously was a personal decision. But thank you for the $10 super chat. Incredibly generous, Mr. Ian Ninja Defender, ladies and gentlemen, with the $10 super chat. Yeah, currently, Miss Stephanie, I currently am not streaming to Facebook. I was for a while, but I turned my focus entirely to YouTube in the immediate. As I previously was streaming for the better portion of a year on Twitch, and I put a tremendous amount of time and money into it, and didn't see a ton of success while I was a gaming streamer. I know this is a completely different animal, but since switching to YouTube and focusing on this, we definitely have just a monumental amount more discussion and interaction and activity. So for the time being, we're gonna continue to run just on Facebook until further notice. But thank you for knowing that I exist over there. Kato, good seeing you again, my friend. Take it easy. Thank you. Jay says, I made a tweet showing all the connection between EWT and Tesla with all the articles that prove it. Where can I share this tweet with you? Can't find you on Twitter. I will give you the Twitter link right now, my friend, so you can throw that up there, and I will take a look at it as soon as I'm able to. This should be it. Let me know if that works for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember that is how the channel grows. Don't forget, buying and holding is always the consensus here on the Dogecoin, with the Dogecoin movement here on the Breadly Assassin live stream. As ultimately we would like to continue to grow the market cap so that everyone that has been following the channel and everyone that has chosen to invest in Dogecoin can end up seeing greener days and get some positivity out of the coin ultimately. Okay, let me it's not working. Oh, hold on, let me try and get it again. Maybe that's why let me try and get it for you, my friend. I pull it up. Why is it not that's weird. Okay, here is the official page. Try and send it one more time, and if not, I don't know why that's not working for you, my friend. It's strange. Okay, so I just sent it again. Let me know if that works. I don't know why it wouldn't work for you, but anyway, you can see on the link, if you just search the Breadly Assassin at Twitter, you should be able to find it. You can try and send it here. I'm not sure if the moderators are gonna pop it for being a link, but that Twitter link should work. I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway, I'm not gonna stress over it, but yeah, okay, so let's see here. Hoy Hoy says Doge is like a sleeping giant. A poke from Twitter can wake him up. Yes, absolutely. I'm being asked about the Pi network again, and like I said, I am familiar that it exists. I just don't have any information on it in detail. So that one worked. Okay. Maybe I need to redo it on my on the automated link. I don't know why it tripped out like that, but let me redo it. I guess we're gonna find out. And let's see, we're up to 135 likes and up to 4,680 subscribers. I'd like to see the let's see, 4,700 subscriber mark. That would be a nice little goal for this stream, as the stream is a little bit down in numbers today, but we're still sharing knowledge and doing our best to get informed on all Dogecoin information as well as cryptocurrency as a whole here at the Breadly Assassin live stream. And by the way, 3 days ago we started streaming in 1080p at 60 frames per second. So if everyone is receiving the high quality stream now from the Breadly Assassin Studios please let me know that everything's running right and looking good. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. I will definitely take a look at that when I have a minute. Let me check my phone. I'm getting some updates here. Sometimes I get stuff from all my news outlets that I am subscribed to. That way I can try and get you guys information that way. But it just seems to be Twitter announcements. Lots of people are jumping into Twitter and following the Breadly Assassin. So thanks everyone for those follows. And as the channel grows and gets bigger and better, we just get bigger and better for everyone here at the channel, as we soon plan to start having coin giveaways as well as merchandise giveaways. And before long, we will just give flat options for people to purchase Breadly Assassin merchandise if you so choose to do so. But that's all coming very, very soon. Mr. Aaron Powell saying, what's today's news about Dogecoin? Yeah, I'll go over that again for those that missed it earlier in the stream. It's a good time to do that, as we do have a lot of people that pop in and out of the streams throughout the day. So I'm going to switch on over to display capture and then come to, excuse me, to my Twitter page and try and find the Twitter from Mr. Elon Musk this morning. For some reason, it's not where it was, of course. Why are you doing that to me? And here it is. Okay, so 11 hours ago, Mr. Elon Musk says Frodo was the underdoge. All thought he would fail, himself most of all. One coin to rule them all. And that's his Doge reference that he did about 11 hours ago for the day. And again, showing support for Dogecoin. And in relation to that tweet is an article here that came out about 2 hours ago. On the businessinsider.com, says Bitcoin jumps 7% after Elon Musk posts an image of crypto themed ring and makes vague reference to Dogecoin. And oh wait, do I have my, oops, sorry, display capture wasn't working. Let me go over it again. Sorry guys, that's why I have my second computer up. Sometimes we have technical difficulties, but okay, now that I'm certain we're up. That was weird. Okay, here we go again. Here's the tweet from Mr. Elon Musk 11 hours ago, saying Frodo was the underdoge. All thought he would fail, himself most of all. And then the image is one coin to rule them all. That is the tweet 11 hours ago from Mr. Elon Musk. And then, of course, I'm jumping now to the article on businessinsider.com that says Bitcoin jumps 7% after Elon Musk posts an image of crypto-themed ring and makes vague reference to Dogecoin. And the 3 points of note in that article, and this article is just 2 hours old, by the way, says Bitcoin spiked 7% on Thursday after Elon Musk's consistent tweets about the asset continued. And point number 2 is the billionaire also made a reference to Dogecoin, the meme-based cryptos that soared this year. And third is announcements from MasterCard and Bank of New York also further boosted its price. And then jumping on over to CoinDesk, an article today from CoinDesk says Dogecoin's surging price has resurrected its technical development, which is a huge deal because if you go on, and the article is pretty lengthy, but if you go on and read, and says that Dogecoin's lead maintainer hadn't shown any activity since October of 2019, but due to the popularity and the influx of funds, he is now back at least working on scalability issues, and we're kind of in a wait and see mode to see if there's any talk of coin cap or coin burn off and that sort of stuff. So that's where we are with the news breaking today about Dogecoin and Bitcoin and Mr. Elon Musk. And we officially are at the 1.5 hour mark on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to take a short break, grab me something to drink and bio, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Thanks, everybody. Okay, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I had to take a short break so I can wet my whistle. Whew. These daily live streams for a few weeks in a row are doing beating up my voice. Okay, let me go back and see what we missed. As we've officially fallen below the my low, well, we fell below my low of the day projection of 6.9 cents earlier, but hopefully we can still push to get above that mark and kind of stay at the 7 cent mark. That would ultimately would be where we'd like to stay. Up to 148 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice participation. Thanks everyone for taking the time to smash their like and sub button. We talking about caps on Doge. Speak on it. Yeah, someone earlier had asked about it and said that they thought it would be a terrible thing for the coin and it would destroy the coin. I disagreed, as it seems like that would be fantastic for the coin, as you know, less coin being produced means the more volume comes into the market cap, it would directly affect the coin even more so. But I'm not an expert. I'm glad you guys are discussing it so we can get opinions from everyone. But in my personal opinion, it seems like capping the coin would be a positive move for at least the value of the coin. Welcome, Mr. Bernard Donaldson from Spain. Yes, Bitcoin is officially a capped coin. It has a total supply of 21 million coins, if I'm not mistaken. Current circulating supply of around 18.5 million, if I'm not mistaken. And another bit of information on that, discussing Bitcoin and its capped, circulating supply, and capped total supply. It's projected, I think right now the estimated circulating supply is around 18.5 million. But please keep in mind that there are somewhere between 4 and 6 million coins that are considered lost and not retrievable, whether it be through lost wallets or however else, things that have happened to the coin. So some people say 4 million, some people say as high as 6 million, some people say as high as 7 million. But if it is upwards in there, and the circulating supply the value is being based off of the circulating supply at 18.5 million, it's actually much lower than that. So, while it's not going to happen for a long time, because every 4 years the coin halves and the rewards halve, that kind of thing, it's going to be a long time before you reach the 21 million mark. But honestly, from my opinionated view, would be, wouldn't it stand to reason that whenever you do finally get to the end of the road and you have you hit the total amount, and you go back and you can officially calculate how many coins there are in circulation, as opposed to the guesstimating number of 4 to 6 million that are not retrievable, wouldn't you think the coin would just overnight just spike and go incredibly high, like just crazy numbers high? Because all of a sudden, the normal the simple mathematic equation to get the current value of a coin, where you're dividing the market cap by the circulating supply, all of a sudden you remove 4 to 6 million of those coins, like a third of the projected circulating amount. Wouldn't the coin just go up by a third overnight? I'm not a mathematician and I'm not an expert, but it seems like once the final numbers are in and you can do, verify the exact amount, it seems like that just stands to reason, right? I mean, to me anyway, I'm not the smartest guy hell in here, but it seems like that's what's going to happen, and it would be fantastic for the entire crypto market. I mean, can you imagine you getting a boost like that overnight? Possible. Okay. Yes, and of course, fear of missing out is kind of, I think, what's been happening since December, as your big investment firms and people that are finally coming into the space after knocking it for so long, is realizing that, right now, I believe Bitcoin is mined to the tune of 900 new coins a day, and I think May. In May is when we have, so in about 4 years from last May, we will have again, and then you're only able to produce 450 new coins a day. By that point, I think the crypto market is just going to be on fire. And anything we're discussing now and rationalizing and debating over a penny here and a penny there, we're going to look back at this time and be like, aren't we glad that we hung out in the Bradley Assassin live stream and at least invested what we could afford to invest? Because please don't invest more than you can afford to lose. I think it's going to be amazing in the future here in the crypto space. Money, buy, green, hold. She's dating, but no one that she cares to talk about. And all the flowers in the world don't amount to much when what you want is love. Mr. Hector de la Garza says, imagine all of public transportation announcing that they accept all forms of crypto. I'm talking airlines, trains, buses, Lyft, Uber, SpaceX, and Virgin Hyperloop one. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, of course. That's what's happening now. Visa announced recently that they're getting into the crypto space, and then MasterCard announced it today in some fashion, and it's all coming, and it's all going to hit really hard. And at that point, it's going to be too late for all these banks that were just praying it wasn't going to happen, because they're all centralized and they want to charge you fees and they want to make you wait, and they want all the penalties on your money, and bruh, not no more. And it's too late now, because the adoption is taking place, and now they're rushing to get invested so that they can attempt to not, they need to hedge their bets or their money by getting into crypto. But you know what? They had years to do it. They had years to become the ones, and too bad, bro. Leave us alone. Go play with your money. Do you think Elon Musk will invest big in Dogecoin for the people? Well, he has been. There's a wallet, I think, with like whatever it is, 25% or so of all the Dogecoin, or whatever it is. If anyone knows the exact number, feel free to chime in. But yeah, I mean, he's a huge building block for the coin, and a big supporter of the coin, and a big supporter of the Dogecoin movement. So thanks to Mr. Elon Musk and his continued support of Dogecoin. Yes, of course, some of those wallets are investment type things, where it's multiple, but the largest one we assuming is Mr. Elon Musk. We can't verify, obviously, but That's the assumption. Saint Christian says, I had 14,000 Doge. I went ahead and took some profit out to buy into some other stocks and keep a little for myself. I'm still at around 5,000 Doge. I'll buy back in slowly. Well, yeah, congratulations on that. I personally bought 189,000 Doge, I guess a little more than 2 weeks ago at 2.5 cents. And about 2 days ago, I officially sold enough to pay back my initial investment. So I'm now holding around 106 or 107,000 that I'm holding for the long term. And these dips and stuff like this don't affect me like they once did, because I'm just in it I'm in it to win it. I'm for the long haul. I do monitor the charts all day for the sake of the channel, and so that we have some discussion. And you know, it's very interesting to see the effects of Mr. Elon's tweets on the coin. But ultimately, if you buy and hold, you I would think in time we'll see greener days and positive gains. Mr. Andre asks, how much have you made from sold crypto? I've officially never sold my crypto for US dollar yet. I've traded a bunch into other coins and that sort of stuff, but everything for the last 3 years that I've mined and purchased is still in crypto. Ian Ninja Defender, $7 super chat says, I feel like if supply was limited, capped, it would spike. This is my thought. Low supply versus high demand would help keep Doge moving up in price. Yes, I personally think that any kind of cap or limitation or coin burn off would ultimately be fantastic for the coin. That is my personal opinion.
If supply was limited, capped, it would spike. This my thought. Low supply, high demand would help keep Doge moving up in price.
Tony Slice says, we throwing ham sandwiches out the window, hold those. Mr. Willapa Photo says, what is Dogecoin at right now? Well, if you look at the ticker, it's right at about 6.9 cents, my friend. Thomas Marison says, do you think Elon's smiling because it stands at 6.9%? In fact, that gentleman's worth so much money and he's having so much fun with this. It wouldn't surprise me at all if every time he sees it floating around the 7-cent mark, he throws some money in and out of it to try and keep it at 6.9 cents. That wouldn't shock me at all. If I had $189 billion, I'd probably be playing with it too. Mr. Chandizel says, buy and hold, hands of gold, hold low, high. I tried. That was a tongue twister. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Miss Stephanie Deaton says, Elon's tweets are the Viagra of Doge. It gives a You heard the chat try it? the chat was struggling. Yeah, Mr. Elon's tweets are officially the green candle Viagras of the crypto market. For those that are just hopping in, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's how we get the channel to grow, and that's how we continue to get the channel to bring bigger and better things to everyone. In the very near future, we will have merchandise up available on the live stream, as well as this here, the beautiful Braille Assassin logo t-shirts. That we also ultimately will start having giveaways here in the live stream, and we plan on doing Dogecoin giveaways here in the live stream. So we are approaching the mark that we need to be at very, very rapidly. So look forward to that in the immediate future, as I am very excited about it. Is Dogecoin the next Bitcoin? Well, not exactly. You're kind of comparing apples to oranges there, as in terms of supply, circulating supply and that sort of thing. But it's kind of been the consensus that it's kind of trying to be chosen as the people's currency, and we'd like to see at least enough market cap in the coin to where we can use it as such. It's going to take some time. We need to build the market cap. But approaching the numbers that Bitcoin and adoption of Bitcoin is going to be very difficult, as Bitcoin was the first. Bitcoin has the incredibly low circulating supply and the incredibly low total supply. So a little bit different in coins there. Mr. Julian VD asks, "What's a healthy market cap?" Well, I mean, this is incredible. The current market cap we're at has us sitting in the number 12 spot of all cryptocurrency. So honestly, that's just incredible. It doesn't seem so just because the circulating supply is so high with Dogecoin, but it depends on what you're hoping the coin becomes. If you want the coin to be a 14-cent coin, then obviously we need 12 billion dollar market cap or so, whatever the math comes out to be. And for it to be a 10-cent coin, we'd need obviously 12. Is it what's 10% of 128 billion? 12.8 billion. Okay, well, that's how we get to 10 cents. Yeah, sorry, my math was a little off. So you can just do the math. 10% of 128 billion would be 12.8 billion, which would put the coin at 10 cents. And so if you're looking for $1, we'd obviously need to have a 128 billion dollar market cap. So while all this stuff is possible, the dollar is a little improbable, but anything can happen. Canon H asks, "What is meant by the breadly assassin?" Well, for those that are new to the channel, I own a couple bakeries in South Louisiana. And for those that never noticed, let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. For those that never noticed, if you look good at the logo, the gentleman's, oh wait, look at this. I need to move this down, hold on. The logo's nunchucks are loaves of bread. His backpack is a loaf of bread, and his hip pack is a loaf of bread. And I've been a gamer for quite some time now. Thus the kind of fantasy looking character, and the breadly assassin is I came up with that about 20 years ago, as I used to participate in a lot of fantasy sport leagues. So it's kind of a culmination of everything in my life, dealing with the bakeries and the fact that we make wholesale bread for restaurants, and just everything. So I used the logo and I turned it into our official logo for us here at the Breadly Assassin live stream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me see if I messed this up enough to where I can't catch up. That is my 13-year-old son. I have two boys, 13 and 6. And I'm trying to talk my oldest here into start streaming, so you can get familiar with the platform and build a community, and perhaps one day he too can look back on his community and say we were there trying to help each other out, and hopefully we become. It's shipped today. So yeah, hopefully one day he takes an interest on building a community and helping everyone out the best he can. That way we can share information and help each other out. Mr. Antonio, can you provide the most undervalued coins right now? I have no problem telling you, just as I have the last 2 weeks, as I do every day here on the Barely Assassin live stream. I think the most undervalued coin in all of cryptocurrency is VeChain. I touch on it every day. Again, I'm not affiliated anyway with it, but I do. I've done thousands of hours of research over the last few years. As I've been in the crypto space for over 3 years, I've been mining cryptocurrency for over 3 years. That project alone, based on its partnerships, its real world applications, and I mean, just take a little bit of time to research VeChain. The ticker or the cryptocurrency is VET. As you can see here, I'm sending it right now in chat. I think we'll all agree that that coin, for some reason, has been suppressed for way too long. We have seen substantial moves in the last 7 days by VeChain, but I think that's just the beginning. What app do I use? I'm assuming you mean what exchange. I trade VeChain on KuCoin, and if you out there are interested in signing up with KuCoin, I can go ahead and send everyone my referral code once more. Okay. GT, do you think the Chinese influence in VeChain will affect its growth? I think, yeah, I think obviously, you know, one substantial partnership they have is with Walmart China, and all the white paper I've read on it show that the corporation as a whole is absolutely thrilled with the savings. The savings that the blockchain project has brought them, the speed it's brought them, the categorization of the information without you know, risk of corruption and that sort of thing. All of that has shown very positive in Walmart China. So I'm thinking that it's at some point, you know, in the near future, it would be nice if the corporations can get together and you know, they can perhaps get their foot in the door so that Walmart China's corporate can bleed into other countries, hopefully Walmart USA kind of thing. And if any of that ever takes place, or at least they can get together and discuss, I think that would be monumental for VeChain. But that's just one of the hundreds of companies that VeChain's involved with. It's just obviously one of the more notable. Kristen Almanza, I think Dogecoin will reach 10% in less time, 10 cents in less time. That's just my personal opinion. Yes, absolutely. You know, again, you're dealing with a little bit different circumstance. You know, you're dealing with a long-term fundamental coin as opposed to Dogecoin that has all the popularity, all the notoriety, the worldwide media, celebrities, influencers. So you see a much more volatile coin that can spike and dip in the immediate future. And I do agree with that statement. It's very possible Dogecoin will get to 10 cents before VeChain, especially since Dogecoin is attempting to hold at a 7-cent floor. It's got a much shorter road to accomplish that. But for the long term, my personal opinion, again, please don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And I'm certainly not an expert, nor am I a financial advisor. But I feel very, very strongly about VeChain, as I've been building up my bags with VeChain for 3 years now. And I do stake VeChain now, as some wallets allow you to stake VeChain, where you can earn VeThor coins for doing so. So a lot going on with VeChain, my favorite development team, my favorite project, my favorite coin in all of crypto. But right now the focus is on Dogecoin. We do spend the majority of our discussion and focus and news breaking and information sharing and gathering on Dogecoin because we do want it to be the people's currency. We are looking for bigger and better things long term for Dogecoin. And it's just very exciting to be part of the Dogecoin movement. Let's see. Ooh. Mr. Juice World, I think Tron is better coin and has better value than Doge. Yeah, Tron is obviously a little bit different situation than Doge. Again, the sheer low cost of transactions on the network and that sort of stuff are amazing for Tron. Tron has a ton of use and looks fantastic in the immediate and in the future. I'm not taking away anything from Tron. It's just Dogecoin has brought in hundreds of thousands of people into the crypto space that we're very welcoming with open arms, as the more the merrier, and the crypto space needed something like Dogecoin to draw the attention to it and make the masses aware. So that's why we spend a lot of time discussing and focus on Dogecoin, just because of its popularity and what it has the potential to be and what we hope it achieves. Pale Moon says, how far would you conservatively consider VET in the future to reach, say in around 5 years? That's a good question. So much can happen in that time. I mean, look what's happened to cryptocurrency just since December, right? You know what I mean? So I like to think that VeChain can approach 25 cents at some point this year. I like to think we can approach $1 at some point next year. And honestly, in 3 to 5 years, if everything continues to go the way it's going, especially with the partnerships and who knows, honestly, but I really truly believe it can be a $3 to $5 coin by 2025. And like I said, please remember, this is opinionated and I'm just speculating, but I really truly feel that way. I wouldn't have invested so much of my time and money into VeChain if I didn't feel that strongly about it. CD Stidwell, do you think Doge can overcome the current large buyers continually buying dips and selling highs? I don't hate the player, but on Binance, you can see small gains mostly on the way up, then on big dumps. Yeah, I mean, we're battling trade bots, and then your whales able to sell off and buy back in and all that stuff. That's in every coin, but we're kind of hoping and banking on the sheer notoriety and popularity of the worldwide phenomenon that Dogecoin has brought to the table to overcome a lot of those sell orders and keep us continually on the uptrend. Today was a little bit of a downtrend, but that's to be expected. You can't go up every day. I mean, if that's the case, everyone would be wealthy, right? I mean, everyone would be where we want to be. You got to take the good with the bad, and now midweek is often a kind of a stale time in crypto and the market in general. So we're hoping that tomorrow into the weekend things kind of pick up. But thank you for that question and that comment. Thank you, Andre. Appreciate the kind words. I do the best I can. Like obviously I don't have all the answers. I have been in the space for a few years now, and I'm just sharing the information that I have learned and what I've taught myself. Of course, it's I'm wrong more than I'm right, because I'm not an expert. And I'm just speculating, basically guessing, but I do spend a tremendous amount of time when it comes to researching like the development teams, the partnerships. I like to look at the roadmaps, what they have planned, and I go back and see their previous roadmaps and see if they've achieved what they've planned on doing. And I spend hundreds of hours on that, and and like I mentioned before in previous streams, I didn't really have anyone to discuss this with except myself. So all of my opinions are based on what I find and the way I feel. But coming here and starting a community and getting input from everyone else, I love the opinions, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if we can get our heads together and make better educated decisions on our investments, I think ultimately, if we can stick it out for the long term, we should all benefit. All right, let's see. Hoy Hoy says your voice is really easy to listen to. Well, thank you, man. Since doing this is the first time I'm getting so many compliments and suggestions on that, and the whole voice thing was never once in my life brought up to me. I didn't even realize that it was at least tolerable, much less enjoyable. So thank you, I really appreciate it. David Skoog, greetings from Sweden. Thank you, sir. Okay, Mr. Pettin Games says, so I use an app on my phone called Blocks. Do you recommend that or not? Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with that. I definitely cannot comment on it or recommend it. Perhaps some people in the chat might know what it is and might have better information for you. K-Man says, Apple and Microsoft are secretly building the platform for future digital currencies. Well, that's interesting. I'd like to look into that. Ozan Z says Doge is fun. People only invest the money you're willing to lose. Sheesh, when I hear stories from people who invested all their life savings in something and lost it all. Yeah, that's terrible stories. We don't want anyone to have to deal with that kind of fate and put up that kind of a risk. That's why we always say don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Ultimately, we'd love to see everyone come out ahead and see profits and get away from the risk. But it is the cryptocurrency market is very volatile, and this is probably the most volatile coin they have. So keep in mind, just like the gentleman Mr. Ozan just commented on, please be smart. Do your own research. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And remember, I'm not an expert. I'm not a financial advisor. Tech DX says Doge soon up, just hold it. That's the consensus here. That's what we like to push. That's what we like to suggest is buy and hold. Ultimately, if everyone buys and holds, the coin will have no choice but to become more valuable. Shandizzle says, a co-worker of mine purchased 500,000 Dogecoin when it was 1/10 of a cent, and he's still holding. Well, congratulations to your friend. That gentleman is in a world of profit, and we love to hear stories like that. Congratulations to you, buddy. Hello, Raymond Z. Welcome. Mr. Rano C. Retap. Has anyone told you look a little like George Michael? No, never, not once in my life. And I'm not being sarcastic. I've never heard that. I keep hearing the Leonard from Big Bang Theory. I'm hearing Joaquin Phoenix. I'm hearing Mark Ruffalo, but never George Michael. But thank you. I like George Michael, or liked George Michael, unfortunately. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Okay, let's see. Hi, do you think Doge will go for 50 cents? My conservative predictions, non-expert predictions are I'd like to see 10 cents this month. I think we could potentially reach 25 cents if everything goes perfectly this year at the height of the altcoin market. And ultimately, long term, if everything goes right, I think the coin may approach 40 cents. And that's if everything continues to go fantastically perfect. Of course, the coin can just die out. The popularity could die out and it could crash, and anything can happen in this market. But right now, based on the popularity, notoriety, and the media coverage, if everything continues, that's my current synopsis. Steven Romero, is that the Steven Romero that I know? Asking how's Doge going? I actually know a gentleman named Steven Romero. Okay. Nope, not me says I would be bummed if it fails, but it won't destroy me. Don't invest everything you have on this. Right. That's my consensus. He's from Virginia. That's Steven Romero. Nope, not the Steven Romero I know, but all Steven Romeros are welcome here at the Breadless Assassin live stream. And if you're enjoying the content or are at least entertained, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That is the only way the channel will continue to grow. Never gonna dance again. And I think it's about time for another coin market cap update, as we slowed just a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my a display capture and jump into the coin market cap. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go over the coin market cap as we do a few times every day here on the Breadless Assassin live stream. Current total market cap for all money involved in cryptocurrency is about $1.4 trillion. Bitcoin sitting just under $47,000 at number one. Number two is Ethereum at $1,761. In the number three spot is the dollar coin, Tether. And number four, Cardano, down to 91.5 cents. We were upwards of 95 cents or so earlier today. So, but that's still fantastic. Cardano has seen incredible strides in the last 7 days. XRP at 51 cents. Polkadot at almost $25. Binance Coin at $121. Litecoin at $182.75. And my number two favorite coin for long-term investing is Chainlink, sitting at $27.29. And rounding out the top 10 is Stellar Lumens at 44.5 cents, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful Dogecoin, the popular Dogecoin, sitting in the number 12 spot at an $8.962 billion market cap, which currently puts us at just under 7 cents. Uniswap at $20.66. Tron on the continual rise, over a nickel now. Tron up 55% in the last 7 days. We have Synthetics at $25.23. Theta at $2.86, up 30% for the 7 days. Theta is a fantastic project that probably end up being a very valuable coin. And VeChain, my number one favorite long-term choice in all of the crypto world, sitting at just over 4 cents, up 41.46% in the last week. And that is the quick and dirty coin market cap review here at the Breadless Assassin live stream. Oh, bro, why you come in here and do that? You have nothing else to do. That's just so played out. Unbelievable. Go wash your car or something, bro. Let's see. The digital synopsis says, a friend of mine is a renowned surgeon and is a member of the super influential Gilderberg Society. I can ask them to post about Doge on their Facebook and Instagram. I could use some coins though. Yeah, sure. Any and all information shared about Dogecoin, more eyes on Dogecoin, ultimately is better for the space. Up to 219 likes today, ladies and gentlemen. Not too bad at all for a Thursday stream, as the midweek seems to kind of suppress the at least popularity and activity in these streams during the midday. Anime Zone says India is banning cryptocurrency, and we all hold a lot of Dogecoin here. I guess everyone in India is going to sell them in a panic and will cause a dump. It's possible, stuff like that. It's kind of a wait and see game. We don't exactly know how that's going to affect the market. Of course, we hate to see our India brethren being oppressed like that. I'm not familiar with the government there and all those types of things, but I have been told that in chat the last few days, and I do feel bad for everyone out there and hope that things get turned around at some point. Let's see. Smart Vibe says, could you kindly advise? There's two options on a market: VeChain Thor and VeChain token. What is the goal there? Do I need to buy both? And if not, which is the best VeChain token? Well, yeah, VeChain has a sister token in VeThor. The way a lot of people like to refer to it, just to give you kind of an idea on a greater scale, they kind of refer to VeThor as like the oil and VeChain as the oil rig. It's the gas on the blockchain for like all the transactions and all that sort of stuff, and you can actually stake your VeChain and earn VeThor. So ultimately, my personal opinion is VeChain is going to be the long-term investment that you want. And Benny6988 with the $2 super chat says, I have 135 shares in Doge. Let's see what happens. Absolutely, my friend. Congratulations on the purchase. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
135 shares in Doge. Let's see what happens.
Wash your car. I'm never gonna dance again. Oops. Chat's moving so fast I can't click on this dude. But we got a $5 super chat from Mr. Mike Hernandez. Says, welcome back, man. What's your feeling on the AMP token? I see Tesla is looking at the Flex network for crypto payments. I'm gonna have to go research that, my friend, as I don't really have I don't have the knowledge to make an educated comment. But like I do always, and as I did earlier for Mr. I be getting lucrative, I'm gonna go ahead and write down AMP token and the Flex network, so I can go research it while I'm off stream. And next time I catch you, Mr. Mike Hernandez, we can touch on that again, and hopefully I'll have some at least educated, at least some information on it, so that I can more discuss it with you a little bit more educated. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Whoever you are that's spamming me. So thank you for that. I do apologize for not having the knowledge on hand. I just I don't want to misspeak and look like a ding dong, so I'll go research the AMP token and the Flex network tonight. Jonas Valnaus says, do you think that Elon will tweet again today? In my experience, it seems as though he tends to tweet in the early like the early US Central Time. Like it seems like it's like some like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. type things. I don't know where he is when he's tweeting or whatnot, but it doesn't seem to tweet very often, at least in the Dogecoin support manner in the evening and afternoon times. Dennis Hart, why can't you buy Dogecoin on Coinbase? Coinbase is very picky when it comes to who they allow on their exchange. In fact, VeChain still isn't on Coinbase, and a lot of people were looking for that. And I don't know what the stipulations are. I don't know what their ruling board, how they make their decisions on who they allow on there. It's just a wait and see game, and I'm not sure who makes those decisions or what needs to be done to get on there. Mr. Mark Morici, I need some administrators for these shows. Yeah, I think there's 2 or 3 guys that had volunteered to be mods that I gave them moderation a few days ago, but they don't seem to be here now. And I'll tell you this much: there were a couple streams where we were up to like 4,000 active viewers, a couple streams where we were at 2,000 active viewers, and it was getting really difficult. But the moderators did help tremendously. So today's a little bit more relaxed type day. We seem to be rolling along smoothly, but our numbers are down. But like I said, that's just some middle of the week road bumps that we're hitting on the stream, and that's completely normal and completely fine, as I love communicating with my community and discussing on a much more one-on-one basis. It's very difficult to keep up with the chat when we have a few thousand active viewers, especially when I only have one set of eyes and one jaw. Mr. The Yeaterson says I could help moderate. Well, let me go ahead and click some buttons. I think I got you. Let me know if I got you. Ian Ninja Defender with the $6 super chat says, if you need a mod, I'll help. Mr. Ian Ninja Defender, you, my friend, are now officially moderator. So thank you, Ian Ninja Defender, and thank you, the Yeaterson, for volunteering mod capabilities. I could definitely use all the help I can get. And again, thank you for the $6 super chat. Incredibly generous today, Mr. Ian Ninja Defender. DesignNet, do you think Doge has become too reliant on Elon hype support? I've touched on that the last few days. I think what's happening, and I touched on that earlier. I think what's happening is, as we see the market cap continue to grow, like now we're hovering around the $9 billion mark. I don't think it's any less influential. I just think that the jumps are being suppressed due to the amount of volume in the market cap. What I'm saying is, back when we had a $2 and $3 billion market cap, when he'd come on and say 30 or 40 million dollars would come into the market, you would see it jump substantially. But now at a $9 billion market cap, when he tweets and you get the same amount of 30 million dollars so or whatnot influx into the market cap, it doesn't seem to move as much, even though it's the same amount of volume coming in, simply because your market cap is bigger. I think that's what's happening, which is fantastic for the space. It just means we're growing. And LA Gamer with a $2 super chat, how do you feel about crypto.com? I don't personally use it. I hear it's fine. I'm not familiar with the fees and stuff like that, if it's more costly or less costly than other places. If there's some people here that do use crypto.com and are familiar with it, please chime in, as I just don't currently use it. I'm not too familiar with it. And welcome back, Rano. with the famous girlfriend by the name of Lynn. We're all curious now because now he's asking, can you ask my girlfriend Lynn what color Lambo she wants? I think the entire Bradley Assassin live stream community is pretty curious now with what old Lynn has to say, as she seems to be quiet during these live streams. Thanks for hopping back in, man. I appreciate it. DJ Zola, good afternoon. Holding 20,000 Doge from Belgium. Well, congratulations on that substantial bag. I hope that you are at least in the profits, and if not, we like to see continued hold, continue hodled, so we can up that market cap. But congratulations, sir. Keith Leo says, bro, you have an accent, sounds like the Cajun Cannon after the Saints game on 96.9. Well, I am in South Louisiana. I'm from a little town called Brobridge. Doesn't get much more Cajun than this. So yeah, I think I speak very well for my area, but clearly I can't hide it. So it is what it is, right? MB, I'm huge in profit. Went to cold store. What's a good wallet? The only cold wallet I'm familiar with that I can say has performed well for me is the Ledger Nano. If you guys want to just search ledger.com or just Google Ledger, they have different versions of their Ledger Nano. They have the X, the S, and whatnot, and you can do some research for yourself and see which one fits your needs best. Shandrew asks, when is the Clubhouse meeting with Elon? Will they have any effect on Doge? I thought the Clubhouse interview with Elon and Kanye was last night. Of course, I'm kind of double whammied on that. I don't think they have the app for Android, and you have to they have like a limited amount of people. You might even have to be invited. I'm not too sure. So I'm not certain on that. I definitely did not catch it if it was last night. If anyone was lucky enough to hear that or get any information on it, we would appreciate it. Mr. Hussein Hamun says, be patient, guys. This is going to the moon. Okay, let me take a quick look at the news outlets to make sure that we are not missing any, Twitter updates and late breaking news, any kind of stuff like that. I like to do my best to keep up on Dogecoin information while we're streaming so that I can get any new information out to people. Let's see if we get anything new here. I'm not seeing anything breaking. If anybody gets any news before me, please share, and we'll do our best to confirm. Definitely not seeing anything new. These times of days, that's very normal. Usually in the early morning hours, we get a lot of information, and then that's a little bit later in the evenings. Right now, it's kind of the stalemate times, stale times. Let's see here. We got IB getting lucrative with the $5 super chat. Love how you go about this, answering everyone's questions, not just super chats, which is why I did super chat in the first place. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the kind words. Incredibly generous today with IB getting lucrative, and I do have you written down, my friend. Whenever I get around to getting the merchandise squared away, because you have gone far beyond expectations today. Thank you, my friend. And we have Mr. Brad Lyles with the $5 super chat as well. Says, I purchased my Doge on Uphold. I hear that is not a good place to buy. LOL. Any advice? I personally do not use investment apps, only because, like I said, I've been in the crypto space for quite a few years, and I've had accounts already open on exchanges. So when the Doge thing came about, I was able to just send Bitcoin to my wallets and operate that way. So I do not have any experience with Robinhood or Uphold or what's the other one, Avenger or whatever, I don't know what it is. So I'm just not familiar with them, my friend. I do hear many people using Uphold, so I didn't hear too many negative things about it. But if anyone has any suggestions and or comments for Mr. Brad Lyles and his usage of the Uphold app, we would be greatly appreciated, as I just personally do not use it. Anchor, that's the one I couldn't think of. But did I call it Avenger? Anchor was the one I couldn't think of. Sorry. When you have a 13-year-old and a 6-year-old, you hear the word Avenger mentioned a whole lot in the household. Please forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. Eyes Wide Shut says Doge is going to the moon. You could put that on a cracker. All right. I like the style with that comment. Thank you, sir. That comment had style. Mr. or Ms. Angel Lebreeze asks, when do you think Doge will go back up to 8 cents? Well, I'm hoping that we can see 10 cents at some point this month. That's my kind of prediction and my conservative estimation for the month. So obviously, if we do reach my guesstimation / estimation for the month, we will definitely have broken through the 8 cent barrier again. So I guess at least at some point this month. Mr. Nagade, hi, a viewer from Helsinki here. Wow, that's nice. Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan. Have you by any chance heard him say anything about Doge? No, we touched on that earlier. Some people were asking the same thing. I did not hear that interview. In fact, I asked the chat if anyone was lucky enough to catch it or have any information on it. We would love to know if there was any mention of Dogecoin or cryptocurrency in general, as I'm not exactly sure what those gentlemen touched on. Hoy Hoy says, I actually invested $100 this day in VeChain. Well, congratulations on your purchase. Like we always say, please don't invest more than you can afford to lose, as cryptocurrency is an incredibly volatile market, and Dogecoin is probably the most volatile coin in it. But I have no qualms with that. If that seems like an incredibly intelligent decision, in my opinion, as I personally am invested in VeChain as well. So congratulations, my friend. Mercedes-Benz says, I'm new here, guys. I bought Dogecoin in Euro through Binance website. Is there any difference if you buy it or you own it? Well, if you're using Binance to trade in the coin, yeah, I mean, that's your coin. You can pull it off the exchange if you want, put it into wallets, whatever you want to do, if I'm not mistaken. I don't personally use Binance because I can't. I'm not allowed. But Binance is definitely the exchange of choice, as it's the world's largest exchange. Nope, not me, says he's listening to it right now. Nothing yet. All right, thank you, sir, for updating us. Good Lord. Tech analyst says the podcast, sorry, they didn't discuss cryptocurrency. It was all about science. Okay, well, thank you for updating. That's not a negative thing, but it's not a positive thing either. It's just, you can't expect the world's richest man and the incredibly popular Joe Rogan to discuss what we want them to discuss every time they discuss anything. So, Mr. IB getting lucrative again with the $1 donation this time. Thank you, sir, for being incredibly generous today. Touching on the donations and on the super chat. So we're getting a double whammy today from Mr. IB getting lucrative. Thank you, sir. Mike Hernandez, should I sell my Black Lotus to buy more Doge? What's a better investment? Revert. That's kind of some inside jokes, I guess. And if you actually have a Black Lotus, I'd probably hold on to it. I'm assuming that's a tongue-in-cheeker for me, picking me out of the Magic the Gathering crowd. I see you, man. Nice one. And we got Ian Ninja Defender again, ladies and gentlemen, with the $8 super chat. Mr. Ian the Ninja Defender is a gladiator of the super chat. He wants to be the Maximus Aurelius. He will not go down without a fight. Thank you, Mr. Ian Ninja Defender, for the $8 super chat. He will not go down without a fight, my friends. And LA Gamer chiming back in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, LA Gamer. $2 super chat. I see the Breadly Assassin ninjas are coming through today with support of the Breadly Assassin live stream on this difficult to get through Thursday sometimes, but you guys are being incredibly generous and making it a lot easier for me to do my second job that I have. And we are officially at the 2.5 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. The Panda Bear says, hey dude, when do you think Doge will go up again? It goes up and down every day, my friend. You know, I am hoping to see the 10-cent mark at some point in February. We just have to wait for the right announcements and the right news. And in the meantime, if we can continue to hold that around a 7-cent floor for the immediate future, I think that's a good thing. And Mr. Brad Lyles with the $3 super chat. Any advice on KuCoin? I'm not sure exactly what you're looking for in that. You know, do you mean like, is it safe to use, or do I recommend it? Well, if that's where you're going with it, I personally use KuCoin. I've never had one single issue with it. They offer a lot of if you choose to like you can stake coins, like you can stake you can stake ADA on KuCoin. There's tons of options. It's a massive exchange, and they're very versatile when it comes to what you can do with your crypto. So I personally recommend KuCoin. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but if you're looking for an exchange that has VeChain and Doge, KuCoin definitely does, as they announced they are now effectively trading in Dogecoin as of 2 days ago. And for those of you that are interested in signing up on KuCoin, I actually have a referral code that you guys can use to help us both out. And LA Gamer swinging for the fences with the $5 super chat says, I'm thinking about selling my Doge around 9 or 10 cents and buying Ethereum. Any advice? Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Anytime you move into Ethereum for the long haul, it's a smart decision, and and whatnot. Personally, what I did and what I suggest to people, if they're afraid of moving away from Dogecoin and missing out on the substantial gains later, is I personally sold off enough just to pay back my initial investment in Dogecoin, and I'm holding the rest. That's what I chose to do, and I think a lot of people are leaning that way. That way, we don't affect the market as bad as it would be moving away from it in total. So congratulations on your Dogecoin, by the way. And thank you for the $5 super chat. Eyes Wide Shut says, Doge will be the first crypto to make 1 million millionaires. Well, that would be great. That's what we'd like to see. If we all get to that point, I think the only arguments we'd have left is what color our yacht should be and what size motors we want in them. Welcome back, Leonardo. And we are officially at 273 likes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only way the channel continues to grow. And Ultimately, we'd like to get to the point where we can give away merchandise and or Dogecoin. And for those that are just hopping into the chat for the first time today and didn't see earlier, we officially received our Bradley Assassin merchandise. Here is the gorgeous Bradley Assassin shirt with the gorgeous Bradley Assassin logo. So we sooner rather than later we are going to finish setting that up. So those that choose to purchase it can, and those that are online whenever we start the giveaways have a chance to win one. But we're getting all that set up. It's just the channel took off pretty quick, and I do have a normal job where I work all night and all day, but this is my second job and trying to get everything straight for everyone so that we can better enjoy the Bradley Assassin live streams in higher quality with free giveaways. What do I think about BTT? I really don't have an opinion on it. It's been around for a while. In fact, a few years ago when I was mining, I used a smaller exchange that had small market cap coins, and I remember mining BTT at least a couple years ago. I think it's just a small market cap coin that some of the masses are taking advantage of by put a big influx of funds into it so they can I hate the term pumping up, but that's just generally how I feel about it. I could be totally wrong, but every time I see a small market cap coin like that, it kind of scares me. Then we got Yifan and with the two what's NZ, ladies and gentlemen? What currency is that? I'm not even familiar, but with the $2 whatever NZ is, just bought some VET and Doge. Congratulations on your purchase. We certainly hope it works out for you, because if it works out for you, it works out for everyone. And if someone wants to educate me what NZ is that New Zealand or am I crazy? I'm not sure what NZ is. New Zealand. All right. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We got people from all over the world right now watching the Bradley Assassin live stream, chiming in, being generous with the super chats and sharing information. This is where you want to be. We do our best to get all the breaking news out to everyone every day with Dogecoin and cryptocurrency as a whole. Of course, I don't have all the answers, but with the knowledge being shared here at the Bradley Assassin live stream, we ultimately make better decisions, at least more educated decisions. Mr. Oliver TJ OSU, I sold my Dogecoin with 100% profit, but it's going weak AF and I'm investing everything into yuan. Okay, well, good luck with that. Congratulations on your profits. Welcome UK, welcome Russia, welcome Greece, welcome Turkey. I love being worldwide. We world famous. The Bradley Assassin live stream is officially world famous. Iran, New Zealand. Very impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Love to see that we can all get on regardless of our time restrictions from region to region. Very impressive. Australia, Germany, Kurdistan, Netherlands, Romania, India. We got a lot of India. I love my India people. Blackpool, England, Australia, Italy, Detroit, D-Town. I'm a big fan of Axel Foley, by the way. Iceland, Italy, Canada. Oh, Canada. I descend from Nova Scotia, by the way, Mr. Burdett. Well, my family does, but I was born and raised in the States, but we are Acadians here in Cajun land. Romania, Belgium, South Africa, Sweden, Palestine, Bulgaria, Croatia. Wow. New York, Netherlands, Syracuse, Charlotte, North Carolina. Hello from the moon. That's what I'm talking about. Idaho, West Bank. As in, oh, I see here, West Bank. Croatia, Morocco, Botswana. You know how I know what Botswana is? Because my high school geography teacher used to say, you remember Cyndi Lauper, girls just want to have fun. He'd say, Botswana, Botswana. And that's how I remember Botswana. It's probably why I passed the test too. Finland, Iceland, Ireland, Florida, North Carolina, Uranus. Ooh, you got me. California, San Diego, Michigan, Belgium. Mr. Burdett says I was born in Nova Scotia. Yeah, we are. My family, the whole South Louisiana area, all the Acadiana, we call this area, are descendants from Nova Scotia, and that's why we're Cajuns and whatnot. So that's awesome. We might be related. North Pole. Man, look at all these people all over the world. Harlem. Remember when they were doing the Harlem Shake? The Harlem Shake? Remember that was a thing a few years ago? I kind of want to look that up again. North Cuba, Bhutan, Texas. I got family in Texas, Mr. Calagoza. We know people in Sugarland, Tomball, Houston, all that stuff. Bangkok, welcome Bangkok. Does Dogecoin go up on Fridays because people get paid around that time? Yeah, you know, all those things could be affecting the market. The fact that the stock market's closing and they can no longer trade in stocks, so a lot of people turn their attention to the crypto space. And then, of course, you do have people getting paid and lots of different things. Logan Coriel, South Louisiana. Yes, sir. I'm from a little town called Breaux Bridge. Wuhan. North Korea, welcome. Was it 8 or 9 years ago, the Harlem Shake? when you're in your 40s and running a company, months and years are like weeks. I lose track of time, man. UK. Homer, yep, I'm very familiar with Homer. I got some people's family. Well, some of my friends' families out there. Very familiar with Homer. Austria. Morocco. Yeah, so after getting a whirlwind of information where my viewers are from, we appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, so thanks everyone for the likes and the subs today. Certainly the views. Holland, I see Holland. Cardano is the way to go. Yes, Cardano has been showing exponential growth and is even projected to continue to move. Probably the single most bullish coin right now, even though Dogecoin's percentages have been amazing. I think the consensus is that ADA is a very bullish coin at the moment. Angel Libris, shout out for answering our questions. God bless you. God bless you too, my friend. I do the best I can. You know, I'm just a normal dude that's been in the crypto space for a few years. But yes, graft is going crazy. And in fact, what's frustrating, and this happens to the best of us, I owned a couple thousand graft that I bought in at 50 cents because Coinbase had recommended it to me with the little quizzes where they give away free coins, and so I bought and I had, but when it got up to 80 cents I sold, and now it's going crazy. And that happens every day in crypto, and it's like, it's frustrating, whatnot. You know, you could have been, that's why holding on to Doge seems so important to a lot of people, especially me. It's like, I don't want to have to go through that again with another coin, so I just hold. And then ultimately with the crypto space just continually growing, hopefully with all coins end up being positives, and you know, you don't miss out on as many opportunities. What do I think the floor will be for Doge? Well, we're trying to maintain a 7-cent mark right now. Ultimately it fluctuates more than any coin, it seems, because at least one of the lower market cap coins, well, it's kind of it's number 12. It's not low, but there's so much money coming in and out of Dogecoin due to the popularity. We're hoping to keep this around the 7 cent mark heading into the weekend. I think that would be best case scenario. But will it go up for sure? Nothing is for sure in any market, my friend. We'd like to see the continued uptrend, and that's what everyone obviously is hoping for. But there are absolutely no guarantees in the crypto space, in the stock market, in anywhere, any kind of investing. Tristan Armstrong says, happened to me also. Buy a shit ton of cheap coins just in case. Yeah, I was in on the graph at 52 cents. Sold at 80 because I was like, bro, this is crazy. And then it started going crazy. So, you know, crypto, welcome to crypto. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We are currently at 315 likes for today's stream, and we are at the 2 hour and 45 minute mark. Tell you what, I'm going to stream till either one of these two firsts, till we either hit the 3 hour mark or we get to 400 likes. Does that sound fair? I think that sounds pretty fair. We covered pretty much everything we could cover in terms of Dogecoin news and the VeChain updates and everything I could possibly get out to you guys. Fantastic discussions all throughout the stream, everyone chiming in and giving their knowledge and sharing their information. So we're going to try that. 15 more minutes or 400 likes, whichever one comes first. It's going to be up to you guys. What's the longest crypto coin you've held on to? Well, I've been mining for over about 3 years or so, and the very first coin I ever mined was Ethereum. So I guess officially I've owned Ethereum for at least 3 years now. But I have mined significant amount of other coins whenever you know, whichever one was more profitable at the time. Because understand that almost the entire time I was mining cryptocurrency, I was in a bear market. I mean, the entire time I was mining Ethereum, it was between $90 and $150. Sometimes it got up to $200. It was terrible. So I had to do everything I could possibly do to pull profits because I was paying electricity and it was just a nightmare. So I learned the hard way, but I don't regret a minute of it because it sent me into hours and hours, thousands of hours of research and market research, and brought me to this point where, you know, I don't have all the answers, but I taught myself enough to feel confident in the crypto space. And now with everything blowing up right now and going crazy, it's almost, it feels easy. Not, you know, it's not, but it feels that way just because I had to fight through the bear market for years. But I guess officially I've been holding Ethereum the longest. And we are up to 349 likes. So it's up to you guys. 50 more likes or 14 more minutes. And don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. If you do subscribe, you can hit the little blue notification bell button thing, and you will be notified the minute I go live. And we stream practically every day here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. We certainly have been streaming every day for the last 2 weeks while the excitement of the Dogecoin movement is blowing up the crypto space. So we hope to see everyone hop back in here tomorrow as we bring everyone all the late breaking information that we receive between this stream and the next, as information is key whenever you are attempting to make better investing decisions. All right. Mr. Colin Butler says, I always look forward to your videos. Thank you. Well, thank you for the kind words. Like I said, you guys make my second job much easier, as I learn as much from you guys as I hope to convey to the community with what I know. And that's what makes the community so strong. You know, me understanding that I don't know everything clearly and I don't have all the answers, and you guys you got my back the whole day, and it's so refreshing to be able to discuss this rationally, conservatively, with real expectations, with people that are knowledgeable in the crypto space. And for those that are new, everyone's welcome. In fact, you know what? Everyone was new into crypto at one time. That's the bottom line. No one knows everything. Mr. Doug Palin says, did you already discuss the Elon tweet? Came in late to the stream. Yeah, sure. We touched on it. That was kind of the topic of today's stream. And I'm going to pop it up one more time on as we are approaching stream ending. But we're going to go ahead and flip over to display capture one more time and touch on those points one more time before we head out. And as you can see, 13 hours ago, Mr. Elon Musk tweeted, Frodo was the under-Doge. All thought he would fail, himself most of all. And then he has a picture with that says one coin to rule them all. So that's definitely a Dogecoin reference, and definitely brought some attention to the space. And another thing I touched on today was I found this article that was in reference to the tweet, and it says Bitcoin jumps 7% after Elon Musk posts an image of crypto themed ring and makes a vague reference to Dogecoin. And there's 3 points of note right here. The first says Bitcoin spiked 7% on Thursday after Elon Musk's consistent tweet about the asset continued. Secondly, it says the billionaire also made a reference to Dogecoin, the meme-based crypto that soared this year. And thirdly, announcements from MasterCard and Bank of New York also further boosted its price. So that was substantial news that kind of squeaked through the cracks right there. And then this is some very, very important news that we're going to have to continue to monitor. As it says, Dogecoin's surging price has resurrected its technical development. Now that's huge because, you know, everyone was hoping, you know, for like a coin cap or a coin burn off or something. But of course, the developers were dormant for so long. And I'm not going to read the whole article. But as you can see at the beginning, it says here, Dogecoin lead maintainer Ross Nicole, for example, his last commitment to the open source project on GitHub came in October of 2019, but the past 2 weeks he's taken on a handful of new pull requests to make changes to Doge. So now that some of the team is back on it, and it says here they're making you know, expected projected changes to like the scalability of the coin and all that stuff. Who knows if the team's back on and working it, who knows what can happen, as now it's officially active again. And I guess you can't ignore it forever when the market cap and the public demands it, right? So that's just a few things we touched on throughout the day, and we just recapped there as we are heading into the stream in. But yeah, I think the fact that the team is back in some fashion, at least working on the coin in some way, is definitely what we want to hear. You know, they didn't come out and say anything about a cap or whatnot, but you know, truthfully, nothing was going to happen unless someone's working on it. So now that someone's working on it, we have something to look forward to. Very excited to hear of any future updates and or information as far as the team now effectively working on coding and development on the coin again. So that's fantastic. And we have 8 minutes till the 3 o'clock central. I mean the 3 hour mark stream, and we're up to 379 likes. So it's gonna be very close. I don't know which one we're gonna hit first, 400 likes or the 3 hour stream mark. It's gonna come down to the nitty gritty. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. What do I think about the Chinese New Year? I keep getting a few quirks about that. I'm not sure if that's gonna affect us at all. How that's gonna work? I don't really know. I'm not sure how it's gonna affect the crypto market or Dogecoin in particular. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. That's ultimately how the channel continues to grow. Without it, we can't do what we plan on doing. We'd like to bring you guys coin giveaways and merchandise giveaways, but we do need to grow and we do need to get to that point. It has been fantastic and we are on the up and up, but only you guys control where the channel ends up going. And there it is, boom, officially 400 likes in under the clock at 2 hours and 53 minutes. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We practically had a 3-hour stream today. Amazing participation. Thanks everyone for the super chats. Thanks everyone for the donations. Thanks everyone for the questions. And of course, thanks everyone for sharing the knowledge and being patient with me as I do the best I can every day here on the Breadless Assassin live stream. And that's it for now. Don't forget, buy, hold, be positive. We're now back to 7 cents, by the way. Just as I'm heading out, we seem a little bit of an uptrend. Hopefully that continues throughout the evening and into tomorrow, and maybe perhaps whenever I check back in, these green candles we're seeing right now will have exploded, and we'll have tons of positive news to talk about tomorrow. But again, everyone, please stay safe. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Make smart decisions, do your own research. But until tomorrow, goodbye everybody. To the moon. See y'all.